Previously on the Crenshaw Corner.
Is a lot of women today that I experience, right? Good people, good heart, compassionate, caring. But not a single one of them understands anything about marriage and what it actually means to be a wife, right? They can tell you all day long what they want in a husband,
right?
And what a man's supposed to do, and what he's supposed to deliver, and what he won't do, another will. But they can't even give you the slightest idea of what it actually means and what commitment they're making, being someone's wife,
right?
And that's where I struggle, because it's like, hey, look, I have no problem.
Well, hello there, family.
Hi, guys.
I didn't see you there.
What's going on?
And welcome back to another edition of the Crenshaw Corner Podcast. I am your
Wait, whoa. Oh, what?
Edition.
Edition. Okay, carry on. I'm sorry. Go
All
ahead.
accent on the E.
Say it
Edition.
again. Edition.
Of the Crenshaw Corner Podcast.
It is. Yes, it is.
I am your host, Sanchez Crenshaw. And as always, I am joined by the absolute best part of my day.
That's me, y'all. How y'all doing?
The apple of my eye.
Hi, I'm the apple.
The wind.
Wait, but am I like, I want to be a green apple, though.
Do this.
Okay. All right. I didn't know what's your favorite apple?
We're not going to do this.
I just want to know what your favorite apple is.
We're not going to do this.
Granny Smith is mine. What's yours?
We're not going to do this.
Okay, we're not going to do it. Okay, I'll ask you off the mic then. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This is so simple. We're not going to do this.
Go ahead. Go for it.
The apple of my eye. The wind beneath my wings.
Yes, I am. I'm the wind.
The rib that completes me.
He's completed, y'all. He is completed.
The Jiminy to my wooden boy.
This Pinocchio?
Yeah, it's Pinocchio.
Ha.
What version of Pinocchio, though? Because there's many different versions.
Ain't Jimmy the cricket?
Jimmy the Cricket. But what version of Pinocchio?
The first version?
No, it's not the original version.
Then what the version is that?
It's I would venture to say it's the most well-known version, especially with Jiminy. But no? Think about it.
Baby, I gave you what I had. The happiness you should have that I knew that.
It was.
So you trying to, what is that?
In their prime, they put out some of the best theatrical animated movies. They don't necessarily do it anymore, but that's what they're known for. They took all the classics, turned them
Walt
into
Disney?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Disney's Pinocchio.
Disney, I've never seen that. Okay.
I really believe.
I'm just saying I've never seen it. Like,
I really believe. I say it in jest a lot of the times.
Yo,
I don't think you're of this world.
I am of this world.
I don't think you are.
I am.
I don't either. I'm gonna give you one or two scenarios.
Okay, cool.
That I'm really starting to believe.
Okay.
And after 24 years, almost 25.
Because I haven't watched Pinocchio?
I should know the answer. It's not even just that. There's a lot of things.
Go ahead, say what
you should have seen.
Say what you need to say.
So it's one or two things.
Okay, go ahead.
Either you're from a different timeline, a different dimension, or you're a lizard person. It's one of the two.
I think both.
A little bit.
I could do both.
This is what I'm talking about.
I could do both.
Because sometimes the things you say it just doesn't, in the natural human existence, I just don't understand how it's possible for a lot of the things that you say that you've never seen or experienced or encountered.
Because I've seen blurbs of Pinocchio. I've seen bits and pieces, but like sat down and like watch Pinocchio? Who is doing that?
Anyone who wants to learn life lessons. There are so many different life lessons to learn from Pinocchio.
I learn life lessons from the street, so I'm good over here.
You're not from this timeline. You're not from this timeline at all. But I do have one question for you.
What's going on, family? What is going on, guys? I am Angela Crenshaw, guys. What is going on?
That's my wife, family.
I am high.
Family, that's my wife. So, family, we thank you for listening.
Ooh.
However you're listening, whether it's on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio.
Come on, you got it.
Or on our own personal website at www.thecrenshawcorner.com.
Is that all of them, though?
That's all of them.
You said them all?
Yeah, I said them all.
I didn't count this time, so that's why I didn't know. I'm sorry. Carry on, sir.
Can I? May I?
Yeah, go.
Mother, may I?
Go. Yes, you may.
Thank you very much.
Red light, green light, 1, 2, 3. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead. Okay, I'm serious. We serious, y'all. We being serious.
However you're listening.
Yes.
We thank you for listening. Whether this is your first time listening or you've been with us for the 200 and some odd 19, 20, something like that episodes that we've
Thank you
published
guys
and put
so
out.
much.
We do appreciate you. We thank you
Ooh.
so much.
Thank you guys.
We consider ourselves an interactive podcast.
Yes, we are.
Which means we can be found on the socials. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube, all under the Crenshaw Corner.
Yes, we are.
And of course, you can email us at any time at thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com. Once again, thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com.
Yay.
Hello, beautiful.
Hi.
How are you?
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. We are coming off of what's fastly becoming one of our favorite episodes.
Oh, my goodness.
We have had, first of all, we have been blessed
Yes.
to have.
Last Wednesday.
Well, not even so much as that, but we have been blessed to have a lot of wonderful people
We have.
sit down in front of this microphone
Yeah.
and be vulnerable and be honest and just allow themselves to be open with us,
To
which,
be.
you know, they didn't have to, and we appreciate them. And we've had the honor of having many different conversations.
We have.
And there's a lot of episodes that are near and dear to us.
Yeah.
But this is becoming one of our favorite episodes that we've done. So if you have not had a chance to listen, I would highly suggest you go back and listen to last week's episode as well. The title of that particular episode is Moment of Your Time, where we sit down with Brent and Sharonda, and they speak to the family from a single experience and what is it like being single for them in this day. And so they're Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
right? So that's super cool. Yeah.
So if you have it, and it's just a shameless plug. So if you haven't had a chance to listen to last week, it's just a shameless plug. If you haven't had a chance to go back and listen to it, listen to this one first.
Yeah.
And then go back to listen to that one, and then go back and listen to
Any
all
others?
of them,
Any other episode?
Just binge the Crenshaw Corner.
Just binge the Crenshaw Corner.
How you
Thank
doing,
you.
man?
I am great. Thank you very much. I'm super excited what we're about to talk about.
Are you? Oh Lord, you trying to bust somebody's insurance right now?
That was my sorry, y'all. Sorry, my bad, y'all. Super excited.
But what we talking
It's
about?
fall.
Because I don't know.
It's November.
It's who?
It's November.
It's November.
First of all, November is my birthday month.
It
Come
is
on,
your
somebody.
birthday
So
month.
it's already amazing.
Yeah, you about to be 21 again.
Yes, come on now. I look it and I feel it. But anyway, so I want to talk about dates to do for fall. And
Dates to do for
fall dates. I don't think I said that right. Okay. Fall dates, y'all.
dating in fall.
Dating in the fall.
Dating in
That's
the
why
fall.
he the educated one, y'all. He gets the big bucks. But anyway, dating in the fall, some examples of what you can do.
Okay.
Some dating tips.
Right.
And then some questions for y'all.
Oh Lord, the questions
So
for
I
me.
feel like let's just be free and friendly, y'all.
Free and friendly.
Free and friendly.
Okay, let's do it.
So one thing, because I was on TikTok.
You was on a TikTok.
I call people, I can
Right.
on TikTok just to see what is fall dating like. Am I still saying that wrong?
No, you're fine.
Dating in the fall.
I mean, the way you're saying it is perfect.
What is it all about? Is it fun? Because most people know you go on vacation in the summer, but
Right.
fall, do people date in the fall, right?
Okay.
And so that's what I was seeking answers.
Okay.
I'm a seeker.
You're a seeker.
Yes.
But here's the thing.
Yes.
You seeketh,
Yeah.
but did you find it?
I did find it.
What did you find it?
Oh my God. So the first thing I found was, which I don't even know why, and we haven't done this.
Okay.
And I guess because I don't like the winding roads.
Okay.
But going to the mountains, which is super cool for the fall. I
Right.
think where the leaves are changing and things are different. But going to the mountains for like a weekend and having like a mountain getaway. What do you feel about that?
I'm cool with that. If you are in a region that is close to mountains, I do like that idea.
Yeah.
I am not a hiker. I'm not a fan of the hikes. I am a fan of the mountains though.
Yeah.
There are some very beautiful scenery in the mountains.
Yeah.
So I can see that. Before we actually get into it though, let's quickly discuss why we're having this conversation. I'm going to say why I think we're having this conversation,
Okay,
and then I want you
great.
to say why you think we're having this conversation.
I'm the one who brought the conversation.
Well, yeah,
up.
it was,
But go ahead,
it's your
carry
topic,
on.
but
Go ahead.
I think we're having this conversation because, especially from a married couple aspect, it is very important to always connect with your partner and connect with your partner on a individual, personal level,
Yeah.
outside of the title, outside of the title of wife, outside of the title of husband, sister, if you have kids, mother, brother, cousin, friend. Because with those titles come a lot. And sometimes with those titles, there is a separation and a distance
Yeah.
that can come with them.
Absolutely.
And it's not on purpose. It's
But
not
it
like
happens.
it's not like you're purposely trying to be distant from your partner or purposely trying to be away from your partner, for lack of a better term. But with that mother title, that father title, that employee or employer title, comes responsibility, which comes a distance.
Yeah.
So you have to look for ways to close that gap.
Yeah.
I think that may be the name of this one.
Close the gap.
Close the gap. Boom. That's the title of this
Not
episode.
boom. Also, one of the reasons why I want to do this, because a lot of times in the fall, especially going into October, November, December, two
Right.
things happen. We like to hibernate.
Yes, we
number
do.
one, and don't want to do anything.
Right.
Right. Or number two, we're so busy worrying about Thanksgiving, Christmas, and all this
A lot
shopping.
of holidays.
A lot of holidays, right?
Holidays.
That we don't
Yeah.
get an opportunity to connect because we're so busy being busy.
Yeah, and also because with the fall, if we're honest, and we've had this conversation before, with the fall, because of the holidays,
Yeah.
there comes a
What
lot
they
of
call
stress.
in the dark season. Is
Yeah,
what
it
they
becomes
call
a dark season for a lot of people because, of course, in a lot of cultures, this time of the year, that November, December, January, those 3 month span,
Yeah.
there's a lot of family oriented holidays that are within that span.
Right.
And for those individuals who may not, or may, they may have an estranged relationship or whatever the situation is,
With family members.
with
or
family
whatever.
members, friends, whatever it is, it becomes, like you said, kind of a dark season.
Yeah.
So that is definitely the time.
Yeah, and also the time change.
Yeah, and the time
people do
change.
have what they call seasonal depression.
It does
'cause I've
affect
heard
people.
it does affect people.
Yeah.
It is affecting me right now because I don't like to drive in the dark and after work traffic and all this stuff, and I
It
don't
gets
like
dark
it.
a lot earlier now.
And I don't like it.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
so-
like it. Just want
and so
to
with
sit that
that,
out there. With that, yes.
It's very important, to make those connections,
Yeah.
reconnect, spend that time.
Absolutely.
And to kind of go back to the first question, and really, I'm going to say this also before I kind of really answer that. Dating in the fall should push you out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
So and actually dating your spouse, because the thing is, you should never, I think that's one thing that a lot of people, and we've done it, we've been guilty of
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. I already know what you're going to say. Go ahead.
Just because the title changed, what you did shouldn't change. So if you were dating them before they said I do, you should still be dating them after they said I do.
Oh, I don't know what you was going to say then, because that's not what I was thinking.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
Okay. I said, but I thought I knew what you was going
What
to say.
did you think I was going to say?
No, I thought we was going to talk about in reference to dating in different seasons.
Well, you can touch on that because we can touch on that
Right.
as well.
Let's
But
touch.
yeah, but it's important because once again we get caught up because of course the responsibilities change, the expectation changes, people change.
Yeah.
The person that a lot of the times we see, the person that we see before the I do, sometimes is a different person after we see the I do.
Let's talk about that growth.
Yeah, that's not a good thing or a bad thing. It's just sometimes a reality,
Right.
And you have to learn how to navigate within that, and that's where the dating comes in. Because when you first was dating her or dating him, you were dating them to get to know them. That was the purpose. That is, at the end of the day, that is the ultimate goal of dating. It's to get to know the person that you're spending time with, to get to know them on a more intimate level, on a more vulnerable level. But for some reason, we think once we say I do, we've arrived, we've achieved. Now I know everything about you. I don't need to know. I don't need to keep learning about you.
Yeah.
Not realizing that every day is different because every day we change a little
And we grow.
and we grow. So we have to keep the dating. And like I said, we've been guilty of it.
Well, we first was real guilty because we never dated before we got married.
No, I liked you. You liked me. We got married.
Yeah, we just looked at it like, you know what? You know that commercial where he's across the room? No, we only playing. But anyway, we were best friends, so there was
Yeah.
no dating. We could have called it a date because we hung out all the
We
time,
hung out all the time.
dinner, all kind of crazy
Yeah,
stuff. But we just were best friends.
Yeah,
doing
we did that. We went out to eat. We hung out. We did things together.
Yeah, but we didn't date.
Yeah, we didn't never put the title of dating on it.
because we weren't dating. We were
Yeah.
best friends.
But to go back, so I like the mountains. Actually, I do. Even though I'm not an outdoors person, there are certain aspects about outdoors that I do love. Like I love the view and the scenery of a mountain view.
The
What
crisp air.
The crisp air.
Yeah.
Depending on what mountain range you're in, sometimes you can actually be and look down or be eye level with some clouds, which is a beautiful thing sometimes. So yeah, so the idea It's just the hiking aspect of sometimes getting to your location.
Yeah, I don't like that whole thing either.
Now, I'm not going to camp, though. I would never go camping in the mountains.
We're not going to camp. We're Camp Crenshaw's not camping.
Yeah, I'm going to need a cabin.
Yeah. Now the babies just camped last weekend.
They camped in our living room.
Yeah, same thing. They still camped.
They loved it, too.
They had a tent up in the whole nine, y'all. They was camping. Yeah, but I do like the mountains. And I think, too, for this particular thing that when I was listening and watching and asking questions, most people was like, just to get away and relax, to be able to sit with a big blanket in front of a fire, and you guys either reading a book or playing chess or checkers, but just the time to just chill,
to unwind. Because sometimes, especially as a married couple, you have to disconnect, and not from each other.
And by the way, no telephones.
Yeah, you
want to do not disturb for that weekend. You don't care if it's 1 day or 2 days. It's at the mountains is a do not disturb. So you tell everybody ahead of time. No,
if you have kids, you put the kids with someone that you trust wholeheartedly.
Exactly.
That you know that if that unfortunately if something does happen, you know they're in good hands and and the situation will be taken care of. But as a parent, you have especially as a parent, you have a right to disconnect.
Yeah, to unwind.
To momentarily disconnect.
Yeah.
To not be available. And and that doesn't make you a bad parent. That doesn't make you a neglectful or irresponsible parent. That makes you a person.
It actually makes you a better parent, to be honest, to be able to go wind down and relax so you can come back rejuvenated and refreshed with a new thought process, a new mindset to move forward. So it does make you a better parent, actually, to do that.
So I like I said, if it's feasible, because of course, we go, as far as our broadcast, we go different places. We're in multiple countries. We're around everywhere. So if it's within reasonable for you, your location, a mountain date is beautiful. Yeah, a mountain getaway weekend. Yeah, beautiful idea for me.
Or something similar to, if you're in an area that's not like that has mountains, something similar to that, right? Yeah. That you can go to. Okay, so the next one, which we do all the time, but this is the difference.
Okay.
Either going apple picking or pumpkin picking. Now, here's the thing about that. We always go apple and pumpkin picking, but it's with the grandkids.
Yeah, we do it with the grandkids.
Right. So this is talking
started
about,
a tradition with them.
So this is about you going out on a date purposely. No kids.
Right.
No nothing. Even if you see 1,000 kids, don't be speaking to people's baby. Oh my God, she's so cute. That is not the time. Y'all are dating today. And to go out there and get hot apple cider and apple cider donuts and take a lot of pictures. Because normally we take 1,000 pictures of our kids, but this is the time where you act like the kids. That's the purpose of this. Go act like a child. Go pick the apples. Go have a good time. Go pick the pumpkins. Get on the hayride, just you two, and take a lot of pictures and really have a great time. How do you feel about that?
Well, first, I hear you, my guy. I hear you.
Not I hear you, my guy. Baby, what guy do you hear?
What am I doing? Why am I going to some apple orchard? I ain't no Johnny Appleseed when I'm doing out here picking apples. What is that? I hear you.
Do you hear it?
That sounds.
Did he say it like that?
He sounded just like that.
Okay, cool.
Sounded just like that.
I got you.
That sound boring when I'm a grown man when I'm out here picking apples for. I just go to the supermarket. What I'm doing. It's not about that. It's not about the apple. It's not about the orchard.
It's not.
It's about you spending time with your best friend in a setting that is stress-free, that is relaxing, and puts you in a position to only focus on them.
Yeah, and also, not to cut you off, but also put you in a childlike state of mind where you could be free, because the majority of times that people do that is really for kids. Yeah. It's not for themselves. But I'm sorry. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. That was a good interjection. So, and once again, with this whole concept, it's going to be, for it to work properly and for it to be long-standing, you're going to need to come out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Because just going to the movies or just going out to eat, that's something you do all the time. And it's not a bad thing.
No, something wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm not saying take it out the rotation.
Your rotation of dates.
Yeah, I'm not saying take it out the rotation. But you have to do something different.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you notice that there's a gap that is developing. You notice that the conversations are not as deep as they once were. You notice that the focus, you're not as quite as focused as you once were.
Yeah.
And that's because, like we always say, life be lifing. If you are a parent of one kid,
life is life.
Life is life.
Life is life.
Yeah. So if you have multiple, life definitely be lifing.
Right.
If you have seasoned parents, life be lifing.
Yeah.
If you got that one sibling that can't quite get it right,
Life be lifing.
life be lifing.
If you got that job that you always on call, life be lifing.
Or that job that it suits your need, but it doesn't fulfill you.
Right.
Life be lifing. So what we're talking about is the reason we say take an apple picking, take her to the pumpkin patch.
Yeah.
Because it gives you that chance to remove all of the life be life and obstacles. And for that 30, 45 minutes, an hour, it's just you and your best friend
out there hanging out. Yeah.
Tasting new things, picking apples, just spending time, finding things to laugh and joke and reconnect about.
And it's not an obvious choice too. So that's the cool part about it. Like you tell, if I just woke up one day, it was like, "Say, just let's go," and then we out here at the pumpkin patch or in the holy, like we about to have a good time. Because once you get out there, you know, just have a good. Like I said, it's more almost like childlike because people bring their kids out there.
Right.
Get on the hayride, walk around, I mean, I need you to not take 2 or 3. I need you to take some pictures.
Yeah, take some pictures.
Like do your own fall, be your own fall photographer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Take
do
all pictures.
Do a whole photo shoot.
A whole photo shoot.
Do a whole photo shoot.
Come and the thinking I'm going to come back to that whole photo shoot thing. So I'm going to talk about that too as well. No, I got something else for that. But
okay. And
also go get you matching flannel. This is what's gonna kill him right now. Go get you some matching flannel shirts. You know what I'm saying? Get you.
That is the only time that I will sign off.
What you
on 20?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of 20.
Well, I know that part, but you would sign on us wearing the same flannel shirts.
That I would sign off.
Really?
I would sign off on that.
God,
because
what's today's date?
Don't do that.
December what?
It ain't December. Don't do that.
I mean November what?
Don't do
I'm
that.
sorry, November 8th.
Don't do
Is
that.
Is it the 8th?
Here's the thing.
Not 8th. The 8th.
Here's the thing.
Is the 8th? Yes. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. I'm so excited because it's going down now. Or I'm going to go get them.
Lord.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It fits the aesthetic, and it's just once again because that's for me that's out of my comfort zone.
Okay.
And it's I'm not gonna lie, a happy couple at an orchard or a pumpkin patch wearing matching flannels. Maybe I'm at that age. That's cute.
It's cute. I think it's cute.
Maybe it's an age thing.
I do think it's cute.
I'm in that season where I'm
so sick of you about this season.
No, but it's true. I'm in that season where I'm looking at life differently.
Okay.
And the things that used to bother me are the things that I used to look at a certain way.
Right.
My perspective. Okay, I won't keep saying my season. I'll just say my perspective is changing.
Thank you.
And so now I find that cute.
Yeah, it is cute.
Yeah, I find the happy couple at a situation like that.
Yeah.
Wearing matching flannels.
Yeah.
I'm at the stage where I find that cute.
That's nice.
Now I'm not gonna find it cute all the time.
So so why I got you here? Woo! I got you at the matching area. Matching pajamas. What we feeling?
Why are we doing that?
Christmas.
Okay.
Because you said no last year, so I'm trying again. Because you said it's cute.
If it's
and your perspective has changed.
If it's a situation now, if it's all the family, because how we do now, if it's all the family's Christmas Day, we're all wearing matching pajamas. Yeah, I'll rock with that.
Okay.
If it's just you and I in some matching footy pajamas,
not footy though, bro.
But actually, I'm gonna need some footies though.
You want a footy pajamas
for this to work? If you're gonna have me sign off on the matching pajamas, I need footy pajamas. I need the one piece footy.
November 8th, y'all. God is. You know what? There's no expiration date on God's promises and prayers now, because God is good.
Understand?
Oh gosh, gotta understand.
64290.
I know what you look like. I'm with you today.
I'm gonna need you to find some matching. I'm gonna need you to find the footies. The one piece footy
that
I can wear
that you could wear
64290.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
excited. Is anybody somebody do me a favor, scribe, take notes please, somebody whoever's a scribe for me and then send it back to me please. Thank you, I appreciate it. Okay, so now I think her name is Rosie and probably a couple other people on TikTok talked about this, but she's the one that I saw talk about it. We talked about the 2 months whatever, but what her and her husband do for fall dates is they do 2 dates a month, one in the house and one outside, right? And then they each pick one, like put it in there, like outside, inside, and whatever they pick, that's yours. Like for instance, if you picked out the hat, outside is yours, and you got to do everything.
Okay, got to plan it, everything. Okay,
beginning to end,
right.
Or if it's inside, you got to do everything, beginning to end. How you feel about that?
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like that idea.
Okay.
Once again, because that does two things, and it does for both people. A lot of the times, and we speak in general terms, not all men, but for the most part, women feel that men are not good at planning dates for them.
Yeah.
So it forces that aspect. It forces the man to be more
super creative,
more cognizant.
cognitive.
Thank you very much. I lost that word for a moment. In what they're doing, and for a lot of men, it will force them to come out of their comfort zone of planning things of that nature. But the second thing, and a really good thing, that forces you to know your spouse.
Yeah,
because you want them to have a good time. You want them to enjoy themselves. So that means you have to plan something that they will enjoy.
Okay.
In order to plan something that they will enjoy, you have to know what they enjoy. So that's where the conversation comes in. That's where the actually taking time to know your spouse. Has their likes changed? Has their dislikes changed?
Right.
You know, because they enjoyed doing this activity last summer, do they still enjoy doing it this year? So I like those two. So like I said, for a lot of people, it'll bring them out their comfort zone as far as even the planning aspect. For some people, planning an event brings them anxiety.
Yeah.
Because they want to do it right. They don't want to disappoint. So it gives them anxiety. So it helps them work through that.
Yeah.
But then also, like I said, it puts you in a place. For me to plan a date for you, I have to understand who you are. I have to get to know you. I have to learn you. I have to learn what you like, what you don't like. So it does those two things. So I like that idea.
And here's a cool part about it too. What I was thinking, even not about the likes or the dislikes, but the fact that in November we're doing 2 date nights. You got inside, I got out. And you got inside, I got outside, right? And also what it does as well is it allows you for nobody to ask, well, baby, what you want to do, where you want to go, where you want to eat, where you want to be. Nobody cares, because the person that has whatever it is, they have carte blanche.
They have full ownership.
They have full ownership of that. So, and normally people go up and like, baby, where you want to eat? I don't know. What you want to do? I don't know. You don't have that, right? Because because in October, we already telling what's going to happen in November. In November, we already know who's going to do what in December. So you also are doing it, letting each other know a month in advance, right?
Right.
Who's going to do what. So I think it's super cool.
I actually do like that. Before you move on, though,
Yeah.
I do want to add a little bit to that, though, before we move on to the next thing. Now, with that, though, there has to be kind of an understanding. There has to be understanding on both parties.
Yeah.
Whatever the date is, the date is.
The date is. If you don't like it, don't like it, pretend you do, because it's the date.
Whatever the date is, the date is.
Yes, absolutely. No complaining.
That's what I was going to say.
No complaining.
Don't make me feel bad about the date I chose.
Come on.
Don't make me feel
five.
bad, and don't do that passive aggressive.
Right.
Because this is not necessarily the activity maybe this time you wanted to do.
Right.
Those conversations need to be had ahead of time. If you don't feel like your spouse knows you well enough, then you need to start having those conversations ahead of time. Hey, babe, this is what I like now.
But I don't want you to do that. I don't even want that to be done, because with this comes growth.
Right.
Right. So no complaining, no getting upset about it. Go with the flow, because what you may think you don't like, you don't even know. You may love it.
True that.
Right. So my thought process is, whatever the date is, accept it, and it goes with growth. You're going to do this every single month. So you're going to grow.
And that's also people who are very similar to you. People very similar to you. It's going to help them with that a little controlling spirit that they have.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Is there people out there with control?
Yeah, there are some. I actually personally know a lot of them.
Wow.
I do. I know.
Wow.
Mostly women folk, but we're not going to talk about that right now.
Yes.
With a little controlling.
With a controlling. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
So
I'm not going to be. I'm going to handle this.
No, I'm just saying. So what it'll do is that it gives
I handle this conversation well that you just said about the controlling.
It gives you a gift that maybe you wouldn't normally have.
What's the gift?
It gives you the gift of being able to relax.
Ooh.
And
just go with the flow.
You don't have to control every situation at all times.
This is true.
So this one day out of the month,
I can relinquish.
You get to just sit back, relinquish control, and allow someone else to take care of you, take care of the situation, and put you in a relaxing situation. See, isn't that a gift?
That's a gift.
That's a gift.
You're coming back to doing things, and when I said, like, do you want to eat this, do you want to, and people go back and forth,
right?
So I was talking to your oldest last night, right? And he was at a restaurant, and he was calling me, and we were talking about something, and he's like, hold on, Ma. He's like, I'm gonna need extra tartar sauce. And I was like, well, where are you? And he was saying he was buying his fiance, he was buying her something to eat.
Right.
So I was like, oh, that's what she wanted. He was like, no, that's not what she wanted. That's what I'm buying. He said, I'm sick to death of asking her what she want, what she don't want, how she like it, what she don't want. I know what she like and what she don't like. So when I go out and we're not cooking, I just go to the restaurant, pick some, bring it home here. He said, I don't have the capacity
to deal with that.
But I make sure it's something that I know she likes, that she's
Right.
going to eat. But I'm not going to call her and ask her, do you want some shrimp today? He's like, I'm not And I thought that was like, you know what?
I need to start doing that.
Listen.
Because I'm the one that still do the foolishness.
Yeah.
Of actually asking you.
And we be here all day.
What would you like? And to the point I just get frustrated and nobody eats.
And nobody eats.
Because I get frustrated.
He's like, well, then we're not eating.
Yeah, because it's it's not even, we're not even, I don't even know how we got here.
I just was thinking about that though.
But what happens is that even though we can't speak in general terms, because people are people, no two people are exactly the same. Even identical twins are not exactly the same.
Right.
But it's a common thread sometimes that runs through a species.
I don't like the way you're making me feel.
And there's a common thread that runs through the female species.
What would that be?
That for some reason, when it comes to a simple thing as far as eating, you tend to overcomplicate that process.
I don't think I do.
And especially and it's real simple. Bae, what do you want to eat? You'll say, I don't care, you choose.
Yeah, I do say that.
And I'm sorry. I don't want to misquote you. You'll say, I don't know. What do you want?
No, sometimes I do say, I don't know. You'll choose.
Yeah, but mostly you're just like, I don't know. What do you want?
And the moment he choose, y'all, I'm like, I don't want that.
I will name 13 different things.
Seriously, y'all.
And with every 13th thing, she says no. Well, babe, how about this? Well, do you want pizza? No, I don't want pizza. Okay, you want wings? No, I want wings. Okay, do you want to go ahead? No, I don't want that either. You want Chinese? No, I don't want Chinese. All right, do you want Indian food? No, I don't want that either. Okay, babe, well, what do you want? I don't know. You choose. We ain't eating. Get out my car.
Yeah, we don't even eat.
Get out my car now. We're not eating.
We literally don't eat.
Find a way home. Uber. Find a way home now.
He don't dump me, y'all. But we do have to go in the house and find something in the house.
Yeah, now whatever's in there.
Whatever's it, because at that point it's like cereal, sandwich meat. You're on your own, and I do that.
You better eat a chip. So I'm gonna pick up on the oldest. That's what I'm gonna stop asking you. I'm gonna just bring you what I know you like.
He's like, I don't have the capacity. Okay, so the next one is cook a great fall meal together.
I like that.
Okay, now here's the thing. What would be a great fall meal that you would cook me?
That's not the question, though. That's not the question. See, you tried to sneak that. You tried to gaslight me. That wasn't the question.
No, okay. Cook a great fall meal. How do you feel about it? Let's go there first.
No, ma'am. See, you tried to be slick. You tried to sneak that in.
No, I'm not sneaking.
Because the original statement was,
I went to the original statement, y'all.
Cooking a fall meal together.
Yeah.
And somehow within a matter of moments, that switched to, what meal would you cook me?
Yeah, because I was thinking what would be a good fall meal for you? You see what I'm saying?
That we will cook together?
Yeah, sure. Go with that.
I'm not liking the way this is making me feel.
Okay, no. We're gonna do both. What's a great, when you say making a great fall meal together, what would be a great, and then what fall meal would you make?
Okay. You gotta understand, for me though,
we don't eat everything.
It's not, no, you don't eat everything. I eat pretty much it's not too much I don't eat.
So sad. Today's a sad day, y'all.
But the only thing, and I'm not saying this in a negative way, but really the only thing that's Southern about me is my taste in cuisine. So with that being said, a good fall meal for me would be like mixed greens, collard greens, turnip greens, would be like black eyed peas, would be like, fresh homemade black eyed peas, fresh homemade, some lima beans or something like that, with a nice roast. You don't eat roast, but, or a nice grilled chicken, something like that. Something what you would consider soul food.
Like hearty soul
food. Yeah,
food.
like hearty
soul food.
Yeah, because for me, I don't make a difference between fall and winter. To me, it's all one thing. So for me, because it's colder weather, kind of darker weather, so I put the fall and winter all in the same category for me. So for me, that type of meal would be a good fall meal for me. Something that's hearty, a nice chili, a nice hearty homemade chili.
Yeah,
it would be a fall meal for me.
Yeah.
What about you?
For me, it'd be like mashed potatoes and gravy.
I can see that. Yeah.
Some turkey wings smothered in gravy with like bell peppers, red peppers, onions, garlic smothered. You need to write this down, babe. I'm gonna need you to make.
I just want to know, but what part are you contributing to, other than purchasing the groceries? Because I know you real good. You'll go to the supermarket and get the groceries.
Here's the thing. This is you miss because you talked over me.
Did I talk over you? I'm sorry.
You missed what I said.
What did you say?
I said, baby, take notes so you can see what I want you to make me. Mashed potatoes. And then you know what? A good macaroni and cheese at the right? Like cheese at the that would be great.
So family, here's what we're gonna do.
Wait, I'm not finished, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Like homemade biscuits, because you do a great job at that. Homemade biscuits, right? Like that would be cook a great fall meal at home date. What do you think?
So family, here's what we're gonna do. So
No, we're not gonna do that.
I'm not gonna even touch on, because somehow it became doing something together to me just cooking for you.
No.
We're
We're going to do that together.
But once again, what part are you doing?
I'm going to get the groceries first of all, because my God, I'm good at that. And then I'm going to come in the kitchen and sit on the stool, and I'm going to keep you company. And if you want me to, I could be your sous chef. Yes, I could cut up the onions and the green peppers for you. Or if you like, I could just go to Walmart and get the frozen kind that's already cut up with that blend in it, with some celeries in it, and
I must quietly,
because I know you don't like the frozen bags. So if you want everything chopped up, I'm here for that.
I'm gonna say this again quietly.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to
alarm
I
anybody.
don't want to alarm anyone. But I thought this was us doing it together.
Baby,
it was cooking the meal together.
Okay.
Not keeping me company while I cook.
But I'm chopping the things that you need chopped.
Make the turkey. How about you do that? Make the gravy. Boil the mashed potatoes. How about you cook? Actually cook something.
Back in 2000.
Here we go.
And when did we start this podcast?
2000?
It was in 2000.
No, not 2000. Baby, we ain't been doing a podcast for 23 years. No, we started it in 2020.
2020. Back
2020.
in 2021. Y'all can go find this on YouTube. We did an episode where I said,
you're a fixer.
you cook and I'm a fixer.
Still. But then,
so I'm willing to fix. Once you get together, I'm willing to put it in the pan, fix it the way it
then
needs to
do
sit.
not bring up a date where we're cooking together if you're just going to be.
But we're cooking together.
That ain't okay, family.
I said I chop up.
Family, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm not talking to her no more, family. I'm gonna talk to you.
I'm just saying, it's a great idea.
It's a great idea if both parties are willing to participate.
Baby, I said I would cut up the chop.
Because I'm not talking to you no more. I'm about to mute your mic.
Wow.
Because family, a lot of the times,
crazy.
the dynamic is that, I mean, not all the time. Of course, we're talking in general terms.
But in our house.
Yeah, but you have a dynamic where one person, even though both parties may be able to cook, typically there's one person that enjoys it a little more than the other.
And that's you, baby.
Or once again, I'm gonna mute your microphone.
Okay, great.
I'm talking to the family. I'm talking to you.
Okay,
I'm gonna talk to you right now.
I'm gonna talk to you.
My
I'm
blood
sorry,
pressure.
family.
I feel my blood pressure going.
All right, family. I'm gonna be quiet while he talk to y'all.
Oh, so family. So what happens is that, or you have a situation where you have one that's a really good cook and you have one that burns water.
I don't burn water, but I can cook. But you're a really good cook. Again, the way our marriage work, whoever does it better does it. And go ahead, keep on talking to the family.
Anyway,
family.
What this does, it gives you the opportunity.
Make the food, family.
It gives you the opportunity.
I love his food.
I'm gonna mute your microphone.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It gives you the opportunity to be a part of something together. Once again, just together.
Yeah.
It doesn't have, especially with cooking, because the beautiful part about cooking, there really is no. I don't really care what people say. There really is no right or wrong way to cooking. As long as at the end you get there with good food that you enjoy. But and here's why I say it, because you have some people who they will not do anything without a recipe, or they will not do anything without measuring cups and measuring spoons and then a teaspoon. And then you have some people who eyeball everything.
Yeah.
Like my grandmother. My grandmother was the best cook I have ever known. I never saw her pull out a measuring cup.
They don't do that.
Yeah, everything was eyeballed and everything was perfect. And so that's why I say so if you have one person that cooks by feel, pinch of salt is what they literally pinch of salt. That gives you that opportunity to just do something together, enjoy time in the kitchen together. Because once again, just like when we were talking about, when we were discussing a little earlier about, the apple picking and the pumpkin patch, even though that may not be your thing, that's not really what it's about.
Right.
Even though cooking may not be your thing, this is not what it's really about.
Yeah,
the activity itself is really not what it's about.
Right.
It's doing the activity with someone you love.
Yeah.
It's finding the enjoyment of being with that person in a setting that you're not normally in.
Yeah.
And if you're a person that doesn't normally cook, that is your setting that you're not normally in.
Yeah.
And especially if you're with a person like Ange and I. Ange can cook, but it doesn't bring her joy. It doesn't bring her joy whatsoever. She does it because as a human, you have to eat. That's, if it wasn't for that, she wouldn't. If as humans, if we could survive without eating, she wouldn't cook.
Now, if you want me to decorate and make it look beautiful for the food, the presentation, I'm a presentationer.
Yeah, she is.
I love that stuff. But
I cook for joy.
Yeah, you cook for love.
I love cooking. It brings me joy.
Yeah.
Just being in the kitchen and basically watching nothing turn into something.
Yeah.
You know, these random items, watching it turn into this cohesive meal.
Yeah.
That brings me joy.
See, he's saying like items and cohesive meals. Y'all, that ain't my calling. I just want, we ain't gonna talk about it.
Anyway,
okay.
What's the last one?
Yes. Okay. How you know it's the last one? No, it is the last one. Okay. But this is a fun one.
What's up?
So you give each other a $40 budget.
Okay.
But you have to be able to go to the store. You go to the store and you pick out a fall sweater for each other.
Okay.
A fall sweater. You can't see it till you get home.
Right.
A fall sweater. And then you go out. Well, whatever the person bought for you as a fall sweater, then you go out.
Right.
Yes.
I like that idea as well.
Yes.
I like that idea as well because with a $40 budget, it forces you to be strategic because you can't go everywhere and buy everything with a $40 budget.
True.
But also, once again, it forces you to know your partner.
Yep.
You have to know their style. You have to know their taste because you don't want them to look bad because it's not a situation where you're doing an ugly Christmas sweater.
Exactly.
You're taking them out. They're representing themselves. They're representing you. So you want them to look good. You want them to feel good. So that forces you to know your partner, know their aesthetic, know their style, know what they like to wear, what's their favorite color, even though sometimes they'll lie to you and say their favorite color is one thing when it's really not. It never has been. But, that's what they want to do. Mm-hmm. And it forces you to learn them.
Yeah, I like it. I thought, and that was the only thing for me and you, because you're such a tall person, we have got to find a store that accommodates us both, or we're going to have to go to one store for you and then one store for me. You right? So that's the only thing. Because you being that tall, we just can't go to just any store.
We can't. I don't want. That's a trigger.
Is it a trigger, baby?
Yeah, that's a trigger for me because unfortunately every store does accommodate grown men.
Yeah, you crack me up when you say that.
I'm just saying.
You cracked me up. So that was my last one. You didn't want to talk about what meal you would cook for me, so we went past that.
Yeah, we're not. That's what we're not gonna do that again.
Okay, so what's your fall drink? Are you? Because you don't do Starbucks like your children do.
No, I'm not. I'm not into the pumpkin spice latte mocha triple. No, I'm not into that.
What is your fall drink?
Hot apple cider.
Hot apple cider.
Hot apple cider.
Mm-hmm.
Now I do enjoy apple cider. So hot apple cider, that would be my go-to fall drink.
I don't have a fall drink.
Once again, I already told you, you're not from this universe. You're from a different reality.
And I try to think of one. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't have a fall drink.
You're not from this universe. You're from a different reality. You're from a different timeline.
Thank you very much. Okay.
So what you got? Anything else?
I feel great. How you feel?
Do you have a final thought?
My final thought is have a good time this fall. And also, I do want to say one thing.
Okay, what's up?
If you can, this is just a weird thing. One day to yourself, tell your significant other, hey, I just need one day to myself. And because it's fall and it's super cool, is just to go bury yourself under a blanket and just chill. Like, seriously, like your full body, head covered, everything covered. Just cover your body and just get in the blanket and just chill for at least 2 or 3 hours. No phone, no TV, no nothing. Just be cozy. Now, here's the catch to it. Open the window. Don't look at me like that.
I'm trying to figure out where you're going with it. That's all.
Open the window. Open the window. Make it chilly. in the room and just put yourself under a blanket. Because sometimes being cozy is healthy for you. It's comforting for your body. And sometimes, you know, you need to comfort yourself. You know, like you tell babies, self-soothe.
Sometimes you need to self-soothe.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need time to yourself to just let it be cold in there, just get under the blanket and just relax, refresh, release for a couple of hours and just self-soothe, as we tell babies, self-soothe and just really wind yourself down, because this is the season where everything goes super fast, right? And you gotta get some pockets of time for yourself too when you can. So if it's to open the window, get cold, get under the blanket for 2 hours, close the door, tell your significant other, just give me 2 hours to do this, and no TV, no cell phone, no nothing. Even if you want to take a nap, do that, breathe, whatever you want to do. I think that's good too. So.
I like that.
Do you really?
Yeah, actually I do. My final thought, because first of all, you already know, any situation where I can go into and not be bothered, I love that. Where I'm given permission not to have to talk to nobody. Right. I love that. That's a win-win for me.
Because you don't have that kind of
work. Yeah, that's a win-win. Anyway, but what I was
win is a win.
Win is a win.
A win is a win.
But what I'm going to say is, let this be your reconnection time. Reconnect, because like my wife said, especially during the fall, this time of the year, the last 3 months of the year, which is crazy to say that we're in really the last 3 months of the year. Last 2 months of the year, rather.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, because we're in November. Last 2 months of the year.
Yes.
But the 3 months I was referring to was November, December, January, because of what that time normally
looks like for people.
Look like and signifies for people. Use this time to connect. Use this time to reconnect.
Yeah.
If you feel that there's any distance growing in your relationship, whether it's from the kids or whether it's from the job or whether it's from because you have seasoned parents that are going through things, or whether it's financially, if you're having a financial hardship or financial time right now, use this time to reconnect. Yeah. Don't allow that to be the excuse of why the gap grows bigger within your relationship. Don't allow the fact that you're not happy at your job or you're not happy with the relationship with your siblings, or you're not happy with the relationship with your parents, or whatever it is. Don't allow that to be the thing that tears apart your relationship. Yeah. Don't allow that to be the reason that the gap grows. So use this time. It's cozy season. It's cozy. It's cuddling. It's cuddling season.
It's cozy cuddling season.
So use this time to reconnect. Use this time to get closer.
Absolutely.
Use this time to be the excuse on why you put the work in to make your marriage what it should be.
Yeah, I love that.
That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
We're going to end it there.
I like it, people.
So family, hopefully you found this interesting. Hopefully you found some tips and some tricks that you could take away.
That my husband don't want to cook with me. But go ahead, carry on, baby.
We're not going to keep having that conversation. So family, we thank you for listening.
Yes.
However you're listening, whether it's on iTunes, whether it's Podbean, whether it's Spotify, whether it's Amazon Music, whether it's Google Podcasts, whether it's iHeartRadio, or on our own personal website at www.thecrenshawcorner.com. As always, we consider ourselves an interactive podcast, which means we can be found on the socials.
Yes, we can.
We're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, all under The Crenshaw Corner.
We are.
And of course, you can email us at any time at thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com. Once again, thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com. And as always, family, welcome to our journey.
We love you guys. Bye.